watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on 8th Country Radio. And we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, July 25th. In our top story, local judge Michelle Fiore is suspended from the judicial bench following wire fraud allegations. Rory Rossell reports.
A Nevada state panel has reportedly suspended Michelle Fiore from her Nye County Justice of the Peace judicial office following her indictment. The 7-member Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline filed a unanimous order on Wednesday, July 24th, suspending Fiore from her position as a Justice of the Peace in Pahrump, Nevada. This suspension will take effect on Friday, July 26th, and Fiore will continue to collect salary during the suspension. During her court hearing on Friday, July 19th, Fiore pleaded not guilty to the charges and says in a statement to reporters that this indictment was an attack on her character, though she says she is looking forward to learning about the specifics of the accusations against her and looks forward to addressing the allegations head-on. Following the suspension, Michelle Fiore released a statement saying, "To all of my friends and voters who entrusted me as your Justice of the Peace judge, for my entire life in public service, I have stood to protect and defend our Constitution, bringing government overreach and misconduct to light. My dedication to my fellow Nevadans was evident when the Bundy family and ranchers were charged and jailed by our federal government over grazing rights. I was an outspoken supporter during this horrible time for the Bundy family and ranch. They waited for their day in court only to be released and have their case thrown out when it came to light during the trial that the FBI, BLM, and U.S. prosecutor Stephen Meyer hid evidence and misled the judge, the jury, and the people of Nevada. It was not the first time in Nevada that the federal government has tried to cheat the system by working in the shadows, nor would it be the last. For a decade, I have been their target for standing up for what is right. As I go through this distressing and challenging time, fight again, and bring the light to the shadows, I only ask for your prayers and support. You have entrusted me with your votes because I will always stand for the Constitution and our rights as proud citizens under one flag, even at a significant personal cost. That moment is now. Thank you for your continued trust and support. Together we stand strong for the justice and uphold the values we cherish. With deep gratitude, Judge Michelle Fiore." Michelle Fiore is facing charges of wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud according to the indictment. According to the indictment, Fiore solicited donations to a public statue honoring Las Vegas police officers who were killed in the line of duty. Fiore allegedly promised donors 100% of the contribution that would later be used towards the creation of the statue.
And a Las Vegas couple is arrested for reportedly stealing more than $600,000 from a casino.
2 suspects, John and Lydia Salmon, were arrested for allegedly stealing over $650,000 in cash, chips, and coins from a casino located in the south of Las Vegas. According to an arrest report, the incident occurred at Prim Valley Resort and Casino. Surveillance footage showed the woman jumping over the casino cage counter while it was unattended, taking the cash and leaving the premises. She was last seen heading towards the Outlet Mall building. During the investigation, it was revealed that the suspects had been involved in a disturbance at the casino in previous months. A review of one of the police officers' worn body cam footage, leading detectives to identify a possible suspect's vehicle registered to the Salmons with a Las Vegas address. Comparison between the suspect's driver's license photos and surveillance confirmed their involvement. On Friday, July 19th, officers apprehended both suspects. A subsequent search of the residence revealed the casino chips, multiple bags of coins, 2 money bags, a duffel bag filled with cash, and a sweatshirt matching the one the female wore in the surveillance footage. A total value of the items recovered determined to be more than $652,000, with the cash amounting to $625,000 and the chips and coins totaling in $27,000. Las Vegas Metro also wrote that there was a notepad found in the cabinet stating that the insurance would not pay for certain medications. The bill was over $12,000. Las Vegas Metro detectives say that it was possible that Lydia and John conspired to commit the burglary and theft in order to pay for medications and/or bills that were beginning to add up. Court records indicate that the Salmons face charges of theft of at least $100,000 and attempted burglary of a business. Their next court appearances are scheduled for August 20th.
And in today's political coverage, President Joe Biden addresses the nation on Wednesday, explaining why he stepped away from his bid for re-election. During that address, he also broadcasted his support and confidence in Vice President Kamala Harris, who also is making the rounds on the campaign trail. And as Las Vegas News 25 correspondent Maria Centers continues reporting for the RNC, she is actually now in one of the most powerful places on the planet.
Clark and Nye counties are supremely safeguarded by our most powerful neighbor, Nellis Air Force Base, which serves as one of the biggest and most vital Air Force bases worldwide. In an interesting twist, U.S. Airmen Marcus Loudon and Kimo Hines swap out jobs for the day from fitness center journeyman to air traffic controller journeyman.
Are you ready to be an air traffic controller for today?
Let's do it.
Hey, but you need to change your clothes real quick.
Oh, really? What about now?
There we go. So a few things before we walk in. Nellis, we're a 24/7 facility. We're one of the nation's busiest military airports. We have about 76,000 operations a year. We have 10 different large force exercises. We carry about 6 different airframes.
Nellis is home to the Nevada Test and Training Range that serves as a multidimensional battle space.
Here at Nellis, training takes on average about 18 months to accomplish. Each trainee will progress to the position of flight data, ground control, and then finally local control. Have the description for each position written down here on pieces of paper, references for each position for you to read up so we can hit the books.
Okay, so they called me.
Hey, you, this is me. And then you tell them what to do.
The Nevada Test and Training Range is the largest and most advanced range.
Denver 1 Nellis Grounds.
Denver 1 Nellis Grounds.
And then the instruction. And then we will apply that information in a simulator-based training after that.
All right, so you have your release for Viper 1. Mm-hmm. What's the next call?
So Viper 1, 21 right, wind 220 at 6, clear for takeoff, change to departure.
And then lastly, he will be alongside with me in position to experience the air traffic control.
Nellis is located a mere 87 miles from the almighty Nevada National Security Test Sites.
Local data, information, delta, current, new weather. Tango uniform.
Good job.
Dude, my heart, that's a lot of pressure.
On behalf of everyone at KPVM Television, thank you for your service. Proudly and safely reporting from Nellis Air Force Base, I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
And we turn now to Josh Osborne with tips for your computer from Great Computer Deals.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump selling great computer deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial. We're going to continue right along. We're talking about online scams. If you watched the last video, we talked about the fake antivirus or the fake tech support scams and how to spot those. The one we're talking about today is what we call the phishing scams. Phishing scams typically come in the form of an email, but sometimes you might find them on a website as well, but more commonly you see it in the form of an email. And what does this look like? Typically, a phishing scam email is going to come from a company that you've probably heard of or maybe even do business with. That's how they come across as valid, is they're not going to say, hey, we're a scammer, give us your information. They're going to say, hey, this is Netflix. Hey, this is Wells Fargo. Hey, this is Microsoft. They're going to pose, and what they're going to say is, thank you for your account, but we need your account information verified. So click this button, come to the site, and fill out this form with all the details. And they'll make this website and form look legitimate. It's going to have the right coloring, it's going to have the company logo, it's not going to have broken English anymore like it used to in the past. It's going to look legitimate. But all you're doing when you fill out that form is you're literally giving all your account information for, say, your bank over to one of these Indian scammers, right on a platter. Don't ever fall for a phishing scam. These legitimate companies, like your bank, they already have your account information. They don't need you to verify it. That right there is a red flag alone. So again, guys, keep an eye out for this stuff. We're seeing it all the time. Do not be the next victim. There's other scams that are out there, and we're going to talk more about them, but you got to catch it on the next video. Thank you guys for watching this one. See you next time.
And kids, don't get sad out there. The upcoming school year is only weeks away. We'll tell you about a new program in the works when News 25 returns.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the Dads in Schools program of Las Vegas needs volunteers like you. Ava Parducci has those details.
The Dads in Schools program is seeking new volunteers to provide supervision and mentorship to elementary through high school aged Nevada youth. The Dads in Schools program aims to reduce school violence by increasing the presence of adults on campuses within the Clark County School District. The program has shown to be successful in improving school safety, increasing attendance, and reducing incidents of violence. The program offers additional support and mentorship to youth facing disciplinary issues. The initiative is in need of 146 volunteers. Volunteers do not have to be fathers, but must pass a background check and complete training. For more information or to apply to Dads in Schools, visit dadsinschools.com.
Well, what are your plans this weekend? If you need some suggestions, Mikey Ruhan has your weekend road trip tip for you and a refreshing idea about how you can beat the heat.
Looking to get away this weekend and take a coolcation just about an hour away? Level Canyon. As you're traversing the ridges and saddle between Griffith Peak and Harris Mountain, and you look down a beautiful canyon to the south, you're viewing Level Canyon in the La Madre Mountains wilderness. The Level Canyon Trail gets you to Level Canyon Loop. Both are in a beautiful forested pinyon pine and juniper zone with a base of abundant low plants and shrubs like Ashley silk tassel, scattered yuccas, and prickly pear cactus. At one point, the Level Canyon Loop descends into the wash at the base of Level Canyon. Here you'll get an experience of the beauty of Level Canyon, far from the more stark high desert environments elsewhere in the southwest. And it's a popular coolcation destination, as the high temperature this weekend is only in the 80s.
And speaking of coolcations, there's always an escape inside a cool movie theater, especially if you're a Marvel fan like me looking for Deadpool and Wolverine, because their movie officially releases this weekend. Red Rock Las Vegas is also doing a special premiere.
The highly anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine premieres in theaters today. Regal Red Rock announced around-the-clock showings of the movie in all formats, including 3D, 4DX, and IMAX, starting at 3 p.m. on Thursday, July 25th, running through Friday, July 26th at 2:59 p.m. Moviegoers seeing Deadpool and Wolverine in premium, 4DX, or IMAX format will have the opportunity to receive an array of gifts, including commemorative items, mini posters, or exclusive collectibles while supplies last. Advance tickets for these opening day showtimes are available for purchase at the theater box office and kiosks, on the mobile app, and online. Get yours today.
And happy unofficial Olympic weekend. The Olympics officially start tomorrow in Paris, France. Here's Mikey Ruhan with more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Las Vegas Aviators took care of business again in the
Battle of Nevada.
Beating the Reno Aces 5-2 last night, rematch this evening at 6:35. Raiders signed Keelan Doss and Corey Luciano. Doss, who began his NFL career as an undrafted free agent with the Raiders in 2019, has played in 14 career games and totaled 17 receptions for 166 yards. Luciano saw action in 2 games as a rookie for San Francisco last season after signing with the 49ers as an undrafted free agent following the 2023 NFL Draft. The Olympics will officially open in Paris on the night of Friday, July 26th and continue through Sunday, August 11th. And Pahrump Valley High School is holding a youth soccer camp on August 2nd at the Pahrump Valley High School football field. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
All right, don't grab that remote. We have much more local, national, and international news after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, do you ever wonder what exactly happens when there's a power outage? Well, Valley Electric Association is sharing with us what it takes to restore all that power.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
When the power goes out, most of us expect it to come back on within a few hours, but sometimes major storms cause widespread damage and outages can last longer than expected. The good news is that your electric co-op's line crews work long, hard hours to restore service safely to the greatest number of members. That's you in the shortest time possible. Ever wonder how they do it? Well, there are 4 steps to restoring power that we should all know about, especially when we find ourselves in the dark. Step 1. Repair high-voltage transmission lines. Transmission towers and lines supply power to thousands of members. They rarely fall, but when they do, they must be repaired first before other parts of the system can operate. Step 2. Inspect distribution substation. Distribution substations receive high-voltage power from transmission lines, then disperse that power at a lower voltage to the co-op's main distribution lines. Depending on your electric co-op's service territory, distribution substations can serve either hundreds or thousands of members. When a major power outage occurs, the co-op's line crews inspect the substation to determine if the problem stems from the transmission lines feeding into the substation itself, or if the problem is further down the line. Step 3. Check main distribution lines. If the problem cannot be isolated at a distribution substation, the main distribution lines are checked first. These lines carry power to large groups of members in your electric co-op's service territory. Step 4. Examine tap lines. If local outages persist, supply lines called tap lines are examined. These lines deliver power to transformers that are either mounted on poles or placed on pads for underground service and can be found outside of homes, businesses, and schools. Occasionally, damage will occur on the service lines between the nearest transformer and your home. Has your neighbor ever had power while yours is out? That is why. When the problem is in the tap lines, co-op line crews will fix outages in an order that will restore service to the greatest number of members at a time. As you can see, restoring power after a major outage is a big job and involves much more than simply flipping a switch or removing a tree from a damaged line. When co-ops work to restore power, they often have the capability to work on multiple parts of the system simultaneously. This ensures reliable power with a faster response time. In the event of an outage, your local line crews will restore power safely to the greatest number of members in the shortest time possible, and we'll keep working until the lights are back on. As always, we appreciate your patience and your business.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, she's named after the international soccer star Zola, and smart girl, what a great way to beat the heat. That is a great way we can introduce our weather forecast after this break.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Fernley and Fallon checking in at 95 degrees today, 92 out in Carson City. Tonopah, that looks pleasant, 88 degrees. Goldfield, 92. Beatty, 104. Amargosa and Las Vegas tied at 110. Death Valley, 122 degrees, but here in the paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 108. Our high is 108. We did it. Look at that. Southwest winds 13 miles per hour. Humidity 12%. Sun rose this morning at 5:45. Look for it to go away this evening at 7:54 p.m. as we go to a low of 82 degrees. Wind southeast 14 miles per hour. 20% humidity with a few clouds in the sky. Let's check out the 7-day forecast tomorrow. We got some winds coming in. South 17 miles per hour. Even worse on Saturday, 19 miles per hour. But the temperature, look at that, double digits on Sunday, 99 degrees. Then it goes back up into triple digits, but it was good while it lasted. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And wow, somebody's answering our prayers. 99 on Sunday. We haven't seen that side of 100 in a month of Sundays. Well, please try to enjoy that weather and stay cool and hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.